In this session, we're looking at overcoming the feeling of giving up and depression as a professional and entrepreneur. How can you battle this? Let us start by looking at depression. I am going straight into depression because before somebody gets into depression, they already feel like giving up, right? So depression generally in simple terms means that you are constantly having the feelings of sadness. You're always sad about life. You're sad about yourself. You lose interest in life. And this is what makes people to stay indoors when they're going through challenges. Because they don't have any interest to go out. They don't have any desire to live or to do anything. They lose interest in important activities. Maybe as an entrepreneur, he or she loses interest in the business they are running. They lose interest in the marketing. They lose interest in talking about their company or their products to people. They just, this feeling of sadness, and they lose interest in life in general and certain important activities. That is depression. Okay? And this affects how you feel, think, and behave. So you start seeing that you are not thinking positively. You're always thinking of negative thoughts and regrets. You're only seeing the challenges. You're not seeing anything good. You just feel bad. And then it affects how you behave with people. You don't talk in a lively manner. You are not excited to communicate and meet people. This now leads to a variety of emotional problems, and some people even have physical problems. They start getting sick. They start having gastritis. They start having funny stuff. They start losing weight and all of that. And you may have trouble doing your normal day-to-day activities. And sometimes you may feel as if life isn't worth living. This is now the state or the stage where people start thinking of suicide. You start thinking of, okay, no, my life is just full of problems. Nobody likes me. Their mind is already orchestrated to only see everything negative. So the only option is suicide, which is never the best option, no matter the situation you're going through. Right? And it's good for us to know this introduction, so that when these things start happening to you, you start reacting immediately to make sure that you don't enter this stage of feeling sad or this stage of feeling as to give up or depression. So you need to have plans in place. As an entrepreneur, as a professional, you need to have plans in place where if things are not going the way you expected and you start having funny thoughts and behaving funny, you need to discipline yourself, because sometimes if you don't move yourself out of that situation, nobody may know or may be able to help you, and you end up hurting yourself and you go through the pains alone, which is still a disadvantage to you. There is nothing advantageous about feeling sad or being in depression. Nothing. So don't push yourself into that state. It will only hurt you, either emotionally or physically. So you need to love your life and be very intentional. Me, I'm very intentional about anything that can push me to be on the wrong side of life that will hurt me. I don't like it. I'll make sure that I pull away from that path. You lead yourself, you discipline yourself. And this is why knowledge like this is important, because it helps you to open you up and position you in a place where the kind of habits that you live by on a daily basis, the kind of thinking, the kind of activities, the kind of environment that you maintain will only position you in the place of greatness, positivity, and living a life that is worth living. Okay, this is very critical for us to understand. So how do you beat the feeling of giving up and depression? Remember, these two things are not good in any way. So we need to be very conscious and be intentional on beating these two dangerous feelings, which will hurt you, steal your dreams from you, steal your destiny from you, steal the impact that you could have created for the world, for your family, and all of that. Okay, so as we go through all of these points and these techniques, which I think they are very powerful, and I'm sharing also from the place of experience. I am an entrepreneur. I've gone through challenges. I have lost money in businesses. People have betrayed me. Some have tried to betray me. I've seen things happen, right? So it means I know what it means to be sad and almost entering the stage of depression. But I've been able to overcome it and have systems in place that can enable me to beat this feeling of always feeling sad and depressed. It doesn't mean I don't have problems. I do have problems. I do have challenges. But the difference is I know how to get myself out of these challenges. And that is how winners succeed. Okay, so the points I will share with you will help you increase your sense of well-being and the desire to thrive in life. As long as you enjoy your well-being and you have this desire and commitment and you're purposeful that you want to make your life worth living and productive, then you are good to go. If you are ready to learn some of these steps to help you beat this feeling of always feeling sad and depression, comment in the chat box, I am ready. Comment, I am ready. Are you ready to learn some of these steps to practice? Leave a comment.
Man, I am ready. I'm ready, doctor.
Okay, good. Let's proceed. And remember, these are things that you will need to use for the rest of your life. Some of these things I'll be teaching you, I have used them myself like for the past 5 years. So these are long-term things that you will use for as long as possible. Okay, so it's not for you to do, it's not for today. No, as long as you have envisioned your life for the next 5, 10, 30, 40. Me, I have my company's plan to 2035. I have my life plan to 2050 written down. So I know the things I have to do. So when I'm learning something, I am not learning it just for immediate results. No, it is what I'm learning. I say, how can I use this 10 years from now, 5 years from now? How can I improve on this? How can I make it better? How can I use it to create impact and change and live a better life and impact more people? All of that. So it's not about today. It's about tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next 10 years, until you have lived your life to the fullest. Right? At the end, for people who talk like Paul, I have fought a good fight. You have lived a good life, and it was worth living. All right, let's look at that. Number one, do not feel bad that you are going through depression or you are where you are today. That's the first step. Don't feel bad that you are the only one going through that. No. Don't feel bad that it's because you made bad decisions and all of that. No. One of the major reasons that people have ended up feeling sad for so long and entering depression is because they blame themselves too much for the mess-ups they are in. No. It doesn't help. And you need to know that you are not the only one in that kind of, others have been there and they have made it out. Everybody you see out there smiling doesn't mean that they have a perfect life. No, the difference is that they choose to smile at their problems and make their life worth living and focus on looking for answers instead of dwelling on the problems. You understand? So do not feel bad that you're going through depression, or you're going through challenges, or you're feeling sad. No. Because feeling sad and depression are just a result of certain actions and outcomes of what you have done. Okay, it has happened already. So why are you dwelling on it? You need to focus on how to get yourself out of that particular situation. Okay, so if you're feeling sad about something right now as you're going through this session, you don't need to dwell on it. You need to start reviving your mind into a positive mental framework in a way that you're focusing on looking for answers and getting yourself out of that situation, and don't feel that you're on like they always say on the street in Cameroon and Africa, you're on no day. No, that is not it. When you say that and you believe in that, or you live like that, it will only hurt you the more and steal the beauty of life away from you. Okay, good. That's point number one. Point number two, this is one of the most important things. Establish your purpose and your long-term vision. Many people who quickly feel sad and feel like giving up or enter depression, many of them have not established their purpose and their long-term vision. What does this mean? It means that they don't have something they look up to. They don't have a lifestyle that they look up to. They don't have a destination that they look up to. Therefore, their immediate challenge, their immediate difficulty now makes them to only think of giving up and all of that. Okay, for example, several years ago, I had a dream. I had my long-term vision that before 2025, I should be traveling different countries, all continents, and speaking and doing the work that I do. That was one of the goals that I set, long-term goals in 2015. So I gave myself 10 years to get there. So between 2015 and now, I have gone through challenges. I've gone through difficulties. But do you know why I've never given up? Because I have something I am looking up to. And it's not just in my head. I have written it down. It's in my diary. I have saved it in my email draft. So I see it almost every day. There was a time I even screenshot my vision and I put it as my screensaver on my phone. So when I go through any challenge, I am looking up to that long-term vision. So Joybert, you cannot give up now. You cannot let this thing stop you now. There's a beautiful life you're looking up to. I have a purpose. This is what you were born to do, called to do, formed to do. You see? So the importance of having a clear purpose and a clear written long-term vision is that in the midst of your challenges, you can revisit it and seek for clarity. It can comfort you. It can give you the energy and the commitment you need to go through the immediate challenge so you can live to experience that beautiful vision that you have. Do you understand? I have dreams. I have a dream of traveling to a country and a president welcoming me at the airport, driving me to the unit to the presidency, just for me to advise the country on economic issues. That's one of my dreams. There's a picture, just paint the picture, right? So if you're feeling like giving up right now, you're going through a feeling of sadness and depression, check. What is the clarity of your purpose and your vision? Do you have something that you're looking up to? Do you? Let's be sincere. If you know that you don't have a very clear career vision, very clear business vision, comment, I repent. Don't lie. If you lie, I will know. If you know clearly that you don't, I have a vision for my business, and I always tell my team, I have a vision of my business. I have a vision for the people that work for me. I always tell them, especially my employees, I always tell them, look, we're going to go places. And I'm always very certain about it. We're going to go places. You guys are going to travel different countries, attend meetings, and do work for this company. I always say that is the vision I see. So no matter the present challenges we face in the business, I still believe in the future of this business because there is a picture. There is a picture that I am seeing. That's the vision. There's a future picture that I am seeing. So the present challenge of the business now cannot make me give up on this business at the moment. It will understill the beautiful future I have for this business in the next 5 to 10 years. Do you have very clear, if I ask you, what is your vision? Can you tell me and give me dates? Can you paint the picture of where you want to be 10 years from now? Career-wise. Family-wise, what kind of family do you want to have? Oh, yes. There are people going through sadness and feeling sad and feeling depressed because marriage is responsible for it. There's no clear vision of the kind of family they want to have and the kind of marriage they want to have and all of that. It now affects a lot of things. Now, I was telling one time, I don't know if it's with this class, I have things I have written down on how I am going to behave as a husband, on how I'm going to behave as a father. For fatherhood, I'm already practicing those things. It's part of my vision. So I don't need to do certain things, right, because I want to please my wife or want to please no, I'm doing it because I have made the decision to be a good father. I have made the decision to be a good husband. I have a vision of the kind of father I want to be 10 years from now, the kind of husband I want to be. So no matter the present challenges, we are looking at, see, for us to enjoy this picture, we need to live better today. I was talking to a couple one time, young couple, and I asked them, what is the vision for your family? When you came together, what is the vision? Have you guys sat down to establish a vision? And they were looking at me like that. They have no finance vision. They have no family lifestyle vision. They're just living life. But imagine you have a vision that, look, our vision is that we should be a godly family, happy family, and no matter the challenges, we stick together as a couple and we sort it out. So our vision is that in this house, there will be joy, happiness, livelihood. You establish that. And both the husband and the wife, they know that this is the vision for this family. You go to finance. Our vision is that as a family, we have to save money like this in the next 2 years. On the 3rd year, we buy our first land. On the 4th year, we start building. You have a clear vision with clear deadlines on what you're going to do. And anytime there's a challenge in that family, whoever is bringing the challenge, either the wife or the husband, you can go take that vision board. You can go take that vision document. You remind each other, look, this is what we promised to do. It has a lot of power of bringing people back to their senses because many people behave in a funny way because of bad emotions. But certain tools and systems that have been established bring back reasoning into the emotions and it can calm things down and things go back to normal. If you don't have a clear written career vision, for those who are professionals here, write it down. Go and write down your career vision. What is a career plan, career vision in the next 10 years, 15, 20 years? You need it to beat the battle against the feeling of giving up or depression. Same for business people. Go and do that. Number 3, don't exclude yourself when you are feeling sad or you think you are going through depression, but express yourself with the right people. When you're going through challenges, avoid the temptation of locking yourself up in a room and being alone. But at the same time, be careful who you are hanging out with. That is why it is very critical to have right-standing, positive, driven, purposeful friends around you. That is why it is critical to have a mentor, to have somebody you look up to who lives life in a particular way. So avoid excluding yourself and living alone or locking yourself up when you're feeling very sad about life, nothing is interesting you, or you have this feeling of giving up. No, push yourself. And for some people, who don't have who can reach out to them and try to talk to them and force them out. You need to take the responsibility of taking yourself from that excluded environment into the environment where you can mingle with the right people and talk with people who can inspire you, challenge you, encourage you, pray with you. It's very important. On your own, you will continue feeling sad. You'll continue thinking about the mistakes you have made, the horrible outcomes, whatever, only thinking about things that will hurt you at the long run. Okay? So express yourself with the right people. So what is the quality of your circle? Who do you call your best friend? Who do you call your closest friends? Who do you have in your life that you report to? This one I'm calling like a mentor. See, every successful person has a mentor. I have sat with guys who have made it big. They have people they look up to. Presidents, ministers, top business tycoons. They have people they look up to. It's very important. Very critical. Don't avoid this. It's very many people have committed suicide alone because they have been for hours alone or for days alone. And when you commit suicide, it is your immediate loss. Yes, your family will mourn you, but they will forget you after 1 week. And you will go by just existing. You did not live life. You did not leave any legacy, no name, no impact, no contribution. There's no pride leaving the world like that. There's no pride. That's why in day one, I challenge you, write a future letter to yourself 10 years from now. Okay? Don't exclude yourself, but express yourself with the right people. And if you're excluding yourself, there are some activities that I challenge you to do when you are alone and feeling sad. Number one, revisit your vision. Number two, write and document your future. Number three, study the Bible if you're a Christian and pray. Maintain a good prayer lifestyle. That is the only thing you are permitted to do when you're excluded. You are not permitted to exclude yourself during your difficult moments, to think about your difficulties, to complain, to cry, and all of that. It will not help you. But if you are excluding for the purpose of retreating, to plan, re-strategize, re-energize yourself, that is good. But make sure you discipline yourself and carry out those productive activities. That is what will advance your life. Point number next. Okay, I've been elaborating on this already. Don't lock yourself away indoors. Ideally, you should try to maintain social contact, right? Do your best to maintain social contact with the right people. That's relationships. Focus on people who lift you up. Focus on people who lift you up. Number four, don't dwell on problems. Create solutions and believe in future possibilities. Many people end up giving up on life and getting into depression because they are very good at dwelling on, in short, the problems overshadow their thinking, their hearts. In short, everything about them is problems. So when you dwell too much on problems, your mind is only focusing on the problem. You end up feeling like giving up, feeling sad, or getting into depression. But when the problems come, you need to activate your solution creation mentality. You need to activate your answers seeking mentality. And in the midst of that problem, believe in future possibilities. What does that mean? Believe that tomorrow things will get better. Always believe in future possibilities. Look for answers always. Avoid dwelling on the problem has happened now. Finish. How can you solve it? Avoid dwelling on a problem that you have no power, you have no control over to change things. You cannot turn back the hands of time. So the best thing is accept that it has happened and focus on create. Look at the word create. Solutions don't happen on their own. Look at the word look. Answers don't just appear. You need to look for answers. Action. Create solutions. Don't wait for solutions. Don't dwell on problems and keep hoping that things will get right. No, you need to activate your creative abilities to solve problems. You need to look for answers in the midst of those problems. If you have this mentality, this is point number 4, I bet you nothing on earth will steal your happiness. Or nothing on earth will put you into depression. Because immediately it happens, yes, you're going to feel sad for a while, but immediately you feel sad, maybe few minutes, few hours, boom, you just activate your creative abilities, your creative mindset. You start looking, okay, yes, it has happened. I know it's bad, but how can I make my life worth living after death? You start looking for solutions. You start rectifying it. You start looking for answers. You start believing in future possibilities and knowing that tomorrow is going to be better as long as you're creating the solutions today. You need to know this. Let this be part of your DNA. Let it be part of your mindset, your heart set. Let this be part of your daily lifestyle. This is how people who win in life, this is how they behave. This is how they behave. They pick a call or something that's gone wrong. They say, oh my God, that's so bad. They'll feel bad about it. But they start the next minute, they start asking questions and thinking of how to rectify the problem, create solutions, look for answers, and advance the course of their lives, careers, and businesses. I want to challenge you and I want to encourage you. This is one of your greatest assets in life. The ability to intentionally refuse to dwell on their problems and let them control you, and don't let their problems control how you think. Don't let your problems control your emotions. Don't let your problems sit on the driving seat of your life. You will crash. When problem happens, take the wheel of your life. Enter the creation mode and begin to create solutions. Open up your eyes, open up your mind, begin to look for answers, begin to think in different perspectives and very broad. And in all of this, believe in future possibilities. Believe that the next minute will be better. Believe that the next hour will be better. Believe that the next day will be better. That is how you end up always winning in life. What is it going to be after today? Will you continue dwelling in problems and getting nothing out of your life, wasting hours and days and months and crying? Or you will focus on creating solutions and looking for answers when problems come? And you know, the funny thing, as long as you live and you breathe, problems will never stop coming. But you know where the big boys and big girls play and succeed? When the problems come. Like I always say, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you need to have the mentality of eating problems for breakfast. In entrepreneurship, in business, every day you find problems. But the big boys, they eat the problem for breakfast. What will it be for you? Will you allow your problems to eat you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Or you will eat your problems for breakfast by creating solutions and looking for answers? What will it be? Make a decision today. Number 5. This one is one of my most powerful points. Intentionally notice the good around you in the midst of chaos. Oh, yes. See, the devil is very good, whether it's the devil or your mindset or whatever, any of these funny things. They are very good at directing your mind to focus only on the bad things happening. They close your eyes not to see the good around you. Be careful. It's a lie. There's still good around you. No matter the challenge you're going through right now, there's some good around you. There's some good in your life. There's some good in that comment. There's some good in your surrounding. But if you are blind to see the good around you, my goodness, you will feel like this world hates you from top to bottom. Everybody hates you, which is just an emotional lie, emotional blackmail. It's not true. Intentionally notice the good around you in the midst of chaos. Do not be deceived that there is no good in your life. No, that's a lie from the pit of hell. There is some good around you. There is some good news in that situation. The good around you could be you're going through challenges, your daughter or your son is there and smiling. That is some good. You're going through challenges, but you are in good health. That is some good around you. You're going through challenges, but you have shelter on your head. That is some good around you. Look around you for the good things that are still happening for you. And I want to ask you a question. Is life happening to you or through you? Think about that. Is life happening to you or through you? People that notice good in every situation, no matter how bad it is, life is happening through them. They make sure that they are in charge of the things they can be in charge of as far as their lives are concerned. People that life happens to them, they're emotional, they quickly give up, they quickly feel sad, they quickly get depressed. Everything in life controls them. Everything in life makes them feel bad and cry and all the funny stuff. You need to make sure that life is happening through you by how you think, by how you act, and by how you face the challenges that happens to you or comes your way. When you're going through any difficulty at any period of your life, ask yourself, what is the good news in this situation? What is the good in my life? Look at the good. The whole of your life is not a mess. It's not. Don't let that blackmail steal that from you. While you're fixing the other part of your life, make sure you are enjoying the other good that is available. What is the good news in that situation? What is the good in your life at the moment? Let's do comment in the chat box. I want someone just write one good thing in your life right now that you think. One good thing that you are very grateful for. Right now in the chat box. Write one good thing in your life right now. No matter what you're going through, no matter the challenges right now, tell me one significant good thing that is going on in your life right now, or that you have right now, that you are grateful for, that you don't take it for granted. Some people, you are crying that life is difficult, but you have a job. Do you know the unemployment rate right now across the world? Do you know the unemployment rate in Nigeria? I was talking to somebody in Nigeria, and for the last 3 years, she has been earning 15,000 naira as salary, a graduate. In Cameroon, they're in Douala, Yaoundé, earning 25,000 francs, 30,000 francs, but with degree graduates. There's some good news in your life. There's some good that you need to be grateful, you need to be happy for. There's a blessing that you need to notice. So don't just be sad, or don't just be sad all around. No, it's not. It's not. Number 6, always remember this: where you are right now isn't where you will always be. See, if humanity could leave this simple statement, if we all could believe in this statement and practice it, you will never have the feeling of giving up or getting into depression. Many people end up in depression because they are tempted to feel that where they are today, this is the final of their life. This is where they are born to end. No, where you are right now isn't where you will always be. Know that today isn't indicative of your tomorrow. Because you are broke today doesn't mean that you will not be rich tomorrow. Because you don't have a job today doesn't mean that you don't have a good job tomorrow. Because your business is making $100, $500, $1,000, how much in monthly profit doesn't mean that that is the amount it will be making tomorrow. Always remember, this is not where you will be. Your tomorrow will be better than this. If only you wake up and you focus on creating solutions and looking for answers instead of dwelling on your problems. Because if you focus on dwelling on your problems, your tomorrow may be worse actually. But if you know and you believe that, look, as long as I am breathing, as long as I have hope, as long as I am looking for solutions and answers, therefore, my tomorrow will be better than my today. And my today isn't the benchmark that I will use to determine that tomorrow I will be a failure. You get me? Never forget this. Where you are right now isn't where you will always be. No, it's not. For many of us, we just need to give ourselves time. We just need to give ourselves time. There's a picture I shared on Facebook this morning. Let me share with you this picture so that I explain this point very well. You see this picture? That's me in the one village. This 2012. You see this shoe I'm wearing? This was my best shoe that time. My best shoe with my best t-shirt. This me, I was going to train like this one. This was my best dress to go and train. Right? And Imagine that I accepted that this day in 2012, that is where my life will end. This is the best of my life. 10 years later or so, I will not be traveling the world in different countries to speak to business leaders. 2012, I'm traveling in villages in Africa, speaking to villagers and small businesses and all of that. 10 years later, I am speaking the same business with top business leaders across different countries in the world. I had the option. Before I get here, I would trek very well. Trek like 2 hours walking. Because to get a bike to go there is very expensive. I cannot afford. So the only way is to walk. So imagine I accepted that this is my life and I did not believe in a better tomorrow. I did not accept that this my today is the indication of my tomorrow. No, it was not. It was just a process. It was just part of my journey. You get a point? So whatever you're going through right now is not the perfect indicator of your tomorrow. It's not. Where you are right now is not where you will always be. Anytime whatever is happening around me, I encourage myself. And the Bible says, and David encouraged himself in the Lord. I would like to say, I encourage myself in the Lord and I encourage myself in my vision. I now tell this, because this is happening, it doesn't mean that tomorrow I'll be struggling financially. No, it doesn't mean that. So I want to encourage you right now, going through this session right now. Hey, wherever you are right now, whatever challenge you're going through right now, that is not your tomorrow. Don't use that to measure your tomorrow. No. Don't use that to make final decisions regarding your tomorrow. Don't use that and ascertain and claim that, no, this is where my life is supposed to be. No. As long as you're breathing, as long as you're thinking, as long as you're creating solutions, as long as you're looking for answers, as long as you're dedicated and committed, there is a better and bright tomorrow. There is a better and bright tomorrow. There is. Number 7, do not generalize that your whole life is bad or going through problems. This is a very cunning thing that many people get to do. When they're going through one problem, they take it and they generalize in their whole life. No. For example, if you're going through financial problems, only your financial part of your life has problems, not your whole life. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the food you have. Enjoy your house. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy whatever else that is going right. Don't generalize that the whole life is bad or going wrong. Personally, is what I do. I make sure that the problems in one part, I've solved that problem. I don't allow it to affect my whole life. It steals that whole happiness away from you. There are some people that don't have money, they just feel bad the whole day. How about? They just feel bad the whole day. You're going through challenges, but you have a job. Be grateful for the job. Your job is not wrong. Your career is not wrong. Because one funny boy or funny girl broke your heart or dumped you, you don't want to go and commit suicide because the whole of your life is bad. It's not. Just your romantic, just your relationship life has a problem. The rest is okay. Don't take the problem and spoil the whole life that God has given you. Many of you need to repent from this. Am I lying? If you know that you behave like this, comment that I will repent. I will stop doing that. Where you take one problem for one part of your life and you generalize it to your whole life, that your whole life is a mess. No, your whole life is not a mess. Just that part of your life is a mess. And you have to focus on sorting it out. Enjoy the other part of your life. Some of you know that you do this. Some of you went through terrible relationships because it ended bad. You now took it that you feel as if your life is terrible. Your life was not terrible. Just that part of your life went wrong, not the whole life. Assess the main part going through a challenge and address that challenge while protecting the other part and doing what? And living your life. Assess the main part going through a challenge. Start looking for answers and solutions for that part, but make sure that the part of your life going through a challenge should not affect your whole life. Protect the other part and live your life. It will help you recover faster. But when you take one challenge from one part of your life and you now make it to generalize your whole part of your life, that's double chaos. You need double energy and double effort and more time to get out of that challenge, to get out of that sadness feeling, or that feeling of giving up or depression. So stop doing that. Stop doing that. It's going to hurt you. Okay? It's not good for you. It's not good for your destiny. It's not good for your dreams. It's not good for the beautiful life that God has given you. And you are an investment. You didn't know that God's investment. God breath into you. He says, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. I invested in you. I endowed you. You are an investment. So you need to bring some returns on investment to God. You don't need to be an embarrassment to God. So don't let a small part of your life steal the whole life away from you. Fight it and get it back right. You will enjoy your life, my people. You will enjoy your life. This life is beautiful if you wake up and face it. Number 8, set short-term attainable goals. This is one of my biggest points in the journey of life. I don't joke with this particular point. Set short-term attainable goals. When you're going through challenges, or you're going through difficulties and you're feeling sad and you want to give up, you're going through depression, setting and accomplishing these short-term goals can provide a sense of control and accomplishment and help with motivation. Okay? Now, let us say you're going through a challenge. You can set a short-term goal. Okay, each day you are going to read one chapter of a book. Each day you are going to read one Bible verse, for example. Each day you will do that, right? Now those are short-term goals that you can set. In the midst of your challenges, always set positive short-term goals. Even if you are going through financial challenges, you can set short-term financial goals. Okay, what can I do to make 1,000 francs? What can I do to make $10? What can I do to make $5? What can I do to make it, right? You just set some short-term financial goals and begin to take short-term actions to attain those goals. It helps to revive you. It helps to bring back the sense of well-being. It helps to bring back the sense of control and accomplishment, which now brings back more inspiration back into your life and your motivation. You can write. Most of the time when I'm going through a challenge, I write. I say, okay, you know what? Write articles on this. I write it. It helps me. It helps to distract my mind to focus on important stuff. Okay? So set short-term attainable goals. When you're going through a challenge, look up, have something you're looking up to. It will help you not to sit and be depressed and think of negative things and problems only. No, you will focus on achieving goals. You will focus on doing productive activities that can advance your life tomorrow. So look at areas of your life and set goals. You can set goals of visiting people. So you know what? I'm going to visit my pastor. I'm going to visit my mentor. I'm going to visit a friend that I like the way he or she lives their life. I'm going to do this. I'm going to visit a colleague. You can set networking goals. You can set, one of the things I advise most of my mentees or people who come to for coaching when they're going through difficulties is to go for events. I challenged them to go for events, to go for one came, I asked her to go for, there was a concert somewhere. So go and buy a ticket, go for that concert. Go there, make sure you talk, meet new people. It's important. Okay, good. Next point, number 9, create a positive routine. Very powerful. Create a positive routine. Create a positive routine. Yes, this is very powerful. When you're going through challenges, you're going through difficulties, one of the things that can keep you going and revive you quickly back is a positive routine. Is something that your blood is already used to. Like me, for example, there's a routine I've been doing for 10 years today. Every morning, whether I'm happy, I am sad, whether I am sick, even, I'll wake up early, I will study my Bible, I'll pray, I will listen to an audio book, or I'll read a book. It's a steady routine. It's something that I don't even have to avoid it. That's why on my phones, I have ebooks, I have audio books. On my laptop, even when I'm sick, I am listening to an audio book. So, because I am already in that state, it's like a state of flow. So there's no way I can be sad and I remain sad forever. My routine alone will get me out of it. And then writing. I write at least 500 articles every year because I write almost every morning. And there are some days I write 2-3 articles. So, and the day and I don't write, some of you follow me on Facebook as one of the communities where I share write-ups every day. It's a state already for me. So even if I'm feeling sad, I feel like giving up, my routine would take me away from that state and I'll forget that I was even having problems. That's the power of routine. Studying the Bible and praying is part of my routine. Or just meditating on scriptures. Read and meditate. It refills the energy. It's a routine. So problems have no space. That's why it's hard for me to wake up and face my day sad and angry, because my routine, my morning positive routine will delete that problem. Automatic. It's like an antivirus. I set goals every morning, and goal setting is a positive activity. And when I'm setting goals and I have a problem, the goal is how to figure out the solution to this problem, not how to ponder on this problem and cry over this problem. No, that's not the goal. You see the power of positive routine? It's very magical. What is your morning routine? What is your evening routine? Me, for example, my evening routine is I read and I sleep off, or I listen to an audio book and I sleep off. That's my routine. I would advise people, social media should not be the last thing you do when you go to bed and sleep off. Why will you not sleep and dream of funny things? Make sure you have something positive that you read or that you listen to or you watch before you go to bed. Don't watch a movie and leave and go to bed, except it's a positive documentary or a preaching or a motivational speaker. Yes, it's good. You understand? Routines are very powerful. And there are many times I have done routines and my body is weak to do it, but my spirit man is already in the mode of always doing it. So I'm forced to just do it. I'm forced to just wake up from that bed and go do it because I'm used to doing it. And that's how I get myself from bed on days I feel like, you know what, these problems are too much. Boom, and you're good to go. No human is perfect. No human has a perfect life. But as I said earlier, the difference is some people have a better way of facing and living this life. Okay? So don't joke with your routine. Start your routine today. If you start it, you will not be perfect, but correct yourself. Okay? You find some hiccups. When you miss out on your routine, correct yourself immediately and redo it the next day until you get it right. I don't expect it to be perfect when you start. But what I expect from you is consistency. Keep trying until you get it right. Who's being challenged here? Who's being challenged to live a better life? We are being challenged. Leave me a comment that I'm being challenged. Who is being challenged to live a better life right now? Who is making decisions? Who is taking down notes and making new decisions? Leave me a comment. Who feels that he or she will live a better life after this? Who feels that he or she will live a better life from today, from tomorrow? There's no procrastination. Tomorrow you start practicing some of these things. Get to work. Get to work. Get to work. A better life doesn't appear from heaven. No. It appears because you take responsibility to live a better life today. Let's proceed. There are more secrets for you. Let's proceed. Awesome. I'm reading the comments. Awesome. Number 10, do something you enjoy that can add value to your life. Yes, do something you enjoy that can add value to your life, right? Yes, this is where you can do something that is not too serious, but you enjoy doing. It could be singing, it could be running, it could be, you can watch a documentary movie, you can watch a motivation movie and all of that. Like there are some movies I love personally. I love to watch The Blacklist. When I'm in a problem, I always watch The Blacklist. Or I watch a documentary of a company like Steve Jobs, documentary of Facebook, how they build great companies. I watch it and they inspire me and they challenge me. I like to do push-ups. Sometimes when I'm stressed, I do push-ups. Push-ups 30, 40, it helps. I love rap. My favorite genre of music is rap. I love to rap. I'll play some songs that I love, gospel raps, and I rap them along, and it refreshes me a lot. What do you do? I'm listening to things I do that I enjoy doing. And they are not things that destroy me. No, there are things that add value to me. They bring back inspiration, motivation, excitement, and that desire to enjoy life. That's what I mean. You could go to the gym. If you enjoy doing that, you can go running. After doing that, you are regaining your health. You are regaining your muscles. You are making a better body for yourself. You are watching a documentary, an educative documentary. You are learning something new at the same time entertaining yourself. Do something you enjoy doing to add value in your life. Leave me a comment. What do you love to enjoy doing out of the many things? What about you? What do you love to enjoy doing that can add value to your life? Leave me a comment. Let me see. What do you love to enjoy doing that can add value to your life? Anytime you feel sad, you feel you're going through a challenge or something, good, singing and dancing, excellent. You're going to sing, you're going to challenge your mind, and you're going to dance that sport at the same time, relax your body. Good, singing. Yes, who else? Sing positive songs, sing songs that can uplift your spirit, right? Don't go and sing songs that would talk about problems in society. That's not good. Good, dancing, all of that, push-ups, good. You see, you can do some of these things. If you don't have any, look for it. Being around the garden, yes, that's good. You see, so pick out some of these things. They play a very important role. Like I was talking about movies, The Blacklist, those who have watched the movie, I love the psychological warfare in that movie. I love the strategy. I love the intent. I love the thinking. I love nothing about that movie. So I watch it just 1-2 episodes and it revives me a lot, right? Good. So do some of those things. They're important for your well-being. Don't go exclude yourself and be feeling sad and sorry for yourself. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help you. Okay? Good. Beautiful. Number 11, think and care about your loved ones. This is very important. Think and care about your loved ones. See, Know that people care about you, no matter what they're going through. People care about you. You need interaction with them. This is one powerful way to overcome the feeling of sadness and giving up and depression. Go around people you know that care about you, people that love you, or people that you love. Think about them, interact with them. There are some times that when I'm going through a challenge, I call my daughter, say, hey, I want to talk to my daughter. We talk and we just talk. She will tell me funny stuff. We'll laugh about it. Or some weekends, I'll take her out. It's a therapy for me. I take her out. I cut myself off from the working world. I'm not with my laptop. I'm not online. It cut myself off. I'm just with her in the play. She loves the playground. So she loves all this funny stuff. I'm with her there, and I'm just seeing the things that she loves doing and all of that. I forget about every other stuff. It revives me. And many times when I come back, I think out all the solutions that I did not, I was not able to figure out how to create the solution. Some people, it could be your spouse, your wife, your husband, your best friend, your siblings, your mom, your dad. Some people, you just talk to your mother, you're fine. It can encourage you. Because if you give up, you feel sad and enter depression, what is going to happen to them? Who's going to care for them? Who's going to love for them? Are they not going to miss you? Think about the pain they're going to go through. If you sincerely have love in your heart, there are certain things that you will not want the people you love, you will not want to see them go through because you are the cause. You see that? Good. So think and care about your loved ones. Number 12, avoid comparing yourself, your life with other people. Avoid comparing yourself and your life with other people. See, comparison has taken more people into depression more than anything else. There are people going through depression now because when they look at their age mates and their classmates, they are like, oh my God, what am I doing on this earth? Don't do that nonsense. Never compare yourself with another person and never feel bad because another person has gone ahead. You don't know what they have access that you don't have. Let me give you the disadvantage of comparing with anybody. You are from a poor family and you're comparing with a guy from a rich family, that you guys were the same class and look at where they are. No, it's not right. While you were leaving high school, you were not sure that you would go to the university. But he was leaving high school, he was sure that he would go to university in America or in Canada or in Europe. He has access to more resources from the parents to become more successful than you, but you don't. So there's no comparison there. You have two different lives. Your battle is different. Your fight is different. Focus on your fight. Focus on your life and make it better. Like I always say, you're a young girl, you believe in hard work, you're trying to do a small business, but you're comparing with another girl of the same age who is sleeping with sugar daddies and selling her body to make a good living and show off on Facebook. Look at who you're comparing yourself with and feeling sad unnecessarily and wasting your energy that you should be using it to do better things in your life. You see the difference? It's not worth it. Comparison is not worth it. Focus on your life. Focus on advancing your life. Focus on learning and advancing your life. Because you are comparing without seeing the reality. It will only make you feel worse if you come up short after comparing. But you're only comparing from what you see on the outside. You have no idea what is happening on the inside or where they're coming from. So that's the lost battle for you. Stop comparing. You're comparing with somebody, you don't know the grace they carry. You don't know the sacrifices they do behind the scenes to be where they are today. You're just there comparing and feeling sad. Focus on yourself. Focus on your daily living. Focus on being better, productive, improve, and succeed. Fight your battles. Avoid comparing yourself and your life with other people. I can bet that there's somebody here who has once been feeling sad because you looked at your classmates or schoolmates or quartermates and you are feeling sad for yourself. Is that true? If you are here like that, indicates, let me see you, and let me give you one final advice. If you are here and you have once looked at your classmates, or even like right now, you look at your classmates, age mates, quarter mates, village mates, whoever, town mates, high school mates, whatever, and then you feel like, oh my goodness, their lives are better than mine, and then you go and you're feeling sad and you're even crying and depression. Stop wasting your energy. It's wrong. You hear me? It's wrong. You are destroying yourself. You are hurting yourself, and you're not doing yourself any justice. Let them walk their path while you walk your path. The only guarantee I can tell you is you will also end up at the top if you go ahead to keep working hard every single day. Okay? That is it. Don't, from today, never feel sad because somebody is doing better than you. Only feel bad if you are lazy yesterday and you are lazy today. That should be a comparison. Based on last week and this week, how productive have you become? If you are the same person you were last week, this week, that should be what you should be comparing about. Like I always say, if you are the same person on Monday that you were on Sunday, and you enter Tuesday, the same person you are or you were on Monday, you are a disappointment to Wednesday. What does that mean? That means that I am telling you every single day, you are on a mission to become a better performer tomorrow than who you are today. That is a comparison. Only compare your former self to your present self and to your tomorrow self. That's how you're going to win in this life. Number 13, challenge your negative thoughts. We spoke about this already. Challenge your negative thoughts. When someone is depressed, they often engage in negative thinking. Thoughts such as, I am a failure, I am stupid, I am that, and all of that. Challenge your negative thoughts. And there are two major ways to challenge your negative thoughts. Number one, feed yourself, feed your thoughts with positive information. Read the right books, listen to the right information. Number two, speak what they call affirmations, declarations. You don't challenge thoughts with thoughts. You challenge thoughts with words. So when you have a thought like, I am a failure, speak it, I am a success. If you notice when you're trying to battle thoughts in your head, you never win. The negative thought always end up winning. Have you noticed that? But anytime you just say it, just say it once, the negative thought just starts disappearing. Sometimes disappears at once. You even forget that you are thinking about it. If you pay attention, you will notice it. Okay? It's very important. So you challenge thoughts with words, negative thoughts with positive words. Speak it. Here, like a Christian, I love scriptures. When a funny negative thought start coming, I begin to speak the nations. Like for example, I was going for one time. I don't need US visa again, so I was going for a visa one time for US visa. The second time I was going to get it, and it's not that they will not give you. I'm like, get the hell out of my mind. The Bible says, I will give you the possessions of the earth. Right? I prefer to use scriptures because they're spiritual and they're powerful, and they are very inspirational. I will speak what the Bible says. The Bible says in Psalms, I will give you the possessions of the earth. Then how dare these people not give me a visa? Nonsense. Right? Yes, it's very powerful. Very powerful. So learn, that's why it's good to feed yourself with the right information. It gives you access to things that you can use in battle of the mind. Very critical for your success. All right. Let us do a comment. One of the things I use is I am rare, I am remarkable. I want somebody to leave me a comment. What's your favorite declaration? What's the favorite thing you like to speak to yourself? A positive statement that you like to make or you like to declare into your life. It could be a Bible scripture, it could be a statement, it could be a word. Who has one? Write in the chat box, let me see. What do you speak to yourself? You don't have one, look for one. You can look for a Bible scripture, all of that, if need be. The future is bright and it is mine. Wow, I love that. That's very powerful. Tomorrow must be greater than today. Good. Yes, whatever is born of God overcomes the world. Good. Yes, my past doesn't determine my future. Good. Yes, I am enough. I am too great to fail. Good. I am formidable. I am going to keep winning. Excellent. Excellent. These are very powerful stuff. But you know the challenge? Many of you say, but you don't believe it. You will say that you're going to be crying behind the scenes. You will say all of these things that you're going to be murmuring and complaining and feeling sad for yourself. That's the funny. Just say, many people just say this, it's not in their heart. It's not buried inside their DNA. You see somebody write in their WhatsApp status, I am greatness. But they'll see the thing, they'll come and be complaining and crying about it. But wait, did you, or some people, like some on Facebook, people go and post very beautiful quotes on Facebook. But go and see them in real life complaining and crying and feeling sad about their lives. But don't you sound so positive on Facebook or in their status? What's wrong with you? Somebody even told me that it's hyping. They are not serious. So it's not just about saying it. It's not just about saying it. It's about you believing it. Your actions determine if those things you say you believe it or. It's not about saying. Even you look at the things you say, then look at your actions. If they are not the same, you're a hypocrite. So don't say that I am this, I'm an overcomer, I keep winning and all of that. And then one little challenge happens, you now complain and you cry and you go up and you calm down and all of that. Then who are you deceiving? Start living. Make sure you believe it. Let it be part of you. Let it be part of you and move forward. Okay? Number 14, beat procrastination. Putting things off fuels depression. Yes. Many people have ended up in problems because they procrastinated a lot and their life is now full of so many unfinished tasks and finished problems and unfinished this. So their life is now just a mess up. And in the midst of sadness and depression, when you procrastinate again, it leads to increase in guilt, worry, and stress. So you need to avoid procrastination. Stop procrastinating now and stop procrastinating tomorrow. It is going to hurt you. It is going to hurt you. And the secret to procrastination is self-discipline. If you say you do something and you don't do it, you are not disciplined. And when you are not disciplined, it means you don't love your life and you don't love your tomorrow. So stop lying to yourself. Stop claiming you like yourself and like your tomorrow when you procrastinate. Do you like to succeed tomorrow? Do you love to have a better productive life? Then say you will do something and do it. If not, you are just good at telling lies to yourself And that's so terrible. How do you lie to yourself now? But many people end up, they do that almost every day. You say you do something, you don't do it. But you want to succeed, you lie to yourself. The best way to beat procrastination is to be self-disciplined, or you get an accountability partner. For those who are in my mentorship program, one of the activities we do is I hold them accountable. Every weekend, you submit to me the goals you have achieved for the week. And it therefore means that when you stay for certain weeks and you don't submit your goals, I remove you from my mentorship program and I tell you I am no longer your mentor, because I don't mentor people who tell lies and people who choose procrastination over self-discipline. It takes audacity and ruggedity to beat procrastination. Motivation doesn't beat procrastination. Feeling like doing something doesn't beat procrastination. It is the determination to get things done, whether you feel like it or not, that beats procrastination. So procrastination will cost you a lot if you don't beat today. And start today. Do what you said you will do. Stop doing things when you feel like doing. And majority of those who say they are fighting procrastination because they like to do things when they feel like doing. You're sitting on the couch and watching TV. You say, we'll do something at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock reaches, you don't leave the couch to go do it. You're still sitting there. If somebody forced you to sit there, that's not fight. Fighting means you are doing something before it's hard. And somebody is saying that they are fighting procrastination. That's not fight, though. If time to do the thing you said you would do, wake up and go do it before it's hard. Then yes, that's fighting. But don't sit in one place and the time passes and you procrastinate and say you are fighting. No, you are not fighting. You are just comfortable and living the wrong life and hoping that it's going to become better. Fighting means wake up, go start doing it before it's hard. That's fighting now. And that's how you beat procrastination. Wake up and go start doing it. For those who are chronic procrastinators, there's a course on how to beat procrastination where I have shared about 14 techniques to conquer procrastination and develop unshakable self-discipline. You can check that course. Number 15, track your successes. Once we see our progress, we can feel a sense of accomplishment. Goldman explains, this fuels us to start feeling better, and then we can continue to achieve future goals. Yes, when you're feeling sad about your life, look at where you're coming from. Okay? When you're feeling depressed, that you're in difficulties, you're in problems, life is not going the way you expected, look at your previous successes. Come on. You have succeeded at something. Your life is not full of failures only now. In the last 12 months, in the last 2 years, you have succeeded at something. Track your successes. Appreciate how good you have become. Appreciate how much you have grown. Appreciate how much hard work you have put in. Appreciate how much stuff you have done. It will remind you that you carry greatness in you. It will remind you that you have the capacity, the audacity, and the capabilities to leave this situation and achieve better things tomorrow. Track your successes and believe in it. Very powerful. Track your successes. Don't let one single failure make you believe that you are a failure yourself. No. A situation should not become your lifestyle. Because you failed at something doesn't mean that your life is full of failures. No. And that is why it is important to track your successes. Are we there? Yes. Let's do something. Leave in the comment section, what is the one major thing you have achieved in the last 1 year in your life? Something you know that you worked hard for it, and you achieved it by the grace of God. But you did some hard work, and God was very faithful to help you by his grace to achieve that thing. Leave a comment. What is that? Maybe you were able to start a business. That's an achievement. Maybe you were able to buy a land. That's an achievement. Maybe you went back to school. That's an achievement. Maybe you did a certification course and passed the exams. That's an achievement. Maybe you did a community project. That is an achievement. Look at the many things that you have been able to do. And now you're letting one tattered failure to put you into sadness and depression and all of that. Meanwhile, you are somebody who can make things happen. You see? Look at the achievements that you have been able to do. Be proud of yourself. And know that that challenge you are going through, or the challenges you will face, you have the capacity, you have the grace upon you and the empowerment to go through it and come out as a success, because you have done it before. Yes, you have achieved something before. It therefore means that you have success in your DNA. You have success in your lifestyle. You just need to wake up and get to work. Well done. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations. You see, you have the capacity, you have the mindset of a winner because you have achieved something in your life. So you are not supposed to stay a failure or to remain feeling sad because of a particular situation. That is not who you are. You're a winner, you're a creator, you're a solution provider, and you're an answer seeker. That is who you are because you have done it before and you can do it again. Congratulations to you. Number 16, allow yourself to receive support. Yes, many people are feeling depressed and sad because they don't want to accept help from anybody. They're claiming that they have everything under control. No, please. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Asking for help is a sign of maturity. It's a sign of maturity that you know and you are aware that you are just human and you also need help to become better. Me, I ask for help when I need it. It is okay for you to be going through challenges to open your mouth and ask for help. It is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. To me, people who don't ask for help are proud people. And pride has never helped anybody. It is okay not to be okay. Seeking support and asking for help when you need it can make a big difference in your life. People and resources are available whenever you're ready. Yes, ask for help. People have remained sad and entered depression because they were going through a challenge and they were feeling too big or feeling too weak to open their mouth and ask for help, that it will help them make a difference in their life and give them a better life. Ask for help today. Ask for help today. Are you going through a challenge right now and you know somebody who can help? Open your mouth and ask for help. Some people say that, no, I don't want people to say that. Oh, no. You see me, I will ask for help. Go and announce on the radio that you help me and be preaching. That is your problem. You help me now, part of the problem that life goes on. Would that change me? No. I'll keep on hustling and become better. You will talk and get tired. And that's where having a good circle is important. So they also ask for help from the right people. Have a good circle of, have good relationships, strong relationships. They are very critical. Exercise and eat right. Very important when you're going through challenges and difficulties. Exercise and eat right. Go for running, go for jogging, and all of that. There was a month that I was going through a lot of challenges, and one thing I started doing was every day I would do push-ups for 5 minutes every day. I think I did that for about 40 days, and it really helped me a lot to get in shape, and it was a good way to detox and to revive myself and all of that. Okay, so you can do more exercises about 5 times a week, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It can dramatically help your mood, because when you're sad, it affects your body and all of that. Okay, also eat right, drink a lot of can eat fruit, drink fruit, all of that is very important. The body works in sync with the mind and the spirit. If one is not good, it affects the other. Okay, pay attention to that. All right, so those are the techniques that you can use to overcome that deep feeling of sadness and, of course, beat the battle against depression. Remember, you have to know this and use them in your life. There is no advantage when it comes to sadness and depression. These two demons only steal from you. They only destroy. These two does not build anything. So you need to be conscious, intentional, and discipline yourself to win the battle against these two elements. Thank you so much. I hope you are challenged and you are blessed.